the belief system is important. So when you get yourself behind a project that you believe in, usually when you first start, is many people that's going to look at you weird. And when they look at you weird and say it can't happen, well, that means that you go harder, you make it happen, right? Because usually most people can't see your vision because they are not you. And most of the people don't have vision. They only see what they can touch, feel, and taste. So they don't see your vision. They don't walk in your shoes. So that's when your faith and your belief system kicks in, and then taking those harsh criticisms and actually turn them into your success stories. And so usually what happens is most of the people that's actually don't understand where you're coming from and don't want you to do it their way, because their way really was what worked for them and what discouraged them. So they want to present you with their experience, and that's cool. They could give you the experience, but don't force the experience on me, because that was you and you handle it that way. And now it's my turn, right? So, just stay true to yourself. Be courageous and be fearless. And don't give a fuck about what the next nigga say, man. Do you. That's it. And if they don't like it, you know what I'm saying? You try to do it respectfully, but sometimes you gotta be a little disrespectful to get your point across. Because you put your sheep outfit on and they think you prey, but you're really a wolf. And then you're gonna have to come out of character. So, but just be balanced in your approach, but be courageous and fearless. Don't walk with, you can have a little fear. You can be a little nervous. A little nervous is good, but don't make the nerve of fear stop you from success. You know what I'm saying? And my journey with X, I did 12 years, 13 years doing this music thing. I was courageous because when I started with X was a stick-up kid. He was a rapper, and he was a kid from the street like us, but he was a stick-up kid. He was out in the streets indulging in, drugs and robbing drug dealers, and everybody that told me I was gonna work with him was like, "Yo, you hustling backwards. How you gonna work with this type of artist?" I said, "Well, he my brother now. Like, shit, I got family. I got some shit. So at the end of the day, that's my brother, and I'm a work with him regardless." So they told me I was hustling backwards when I actually started working with X. It took me. I could have probably took me early. I could have got on earlier with X, but X had all these issues and all these situations going on that took me 12, 13 years, and nothing's going to happen before it's time anyway, right? And X was that was a weird experience, I went hard for that situation because he became family, and my passion was any means necessary. It got to get done, and it had to get done by us unifying. If I had to bring my own family in it or my street family in it, we was gonna make it happen, and we did make it happen with the permission of Allah, with the permission of God. So at the end of the day, man, walk in faith, man. Handle your business. Don't let nobody that actually haven't never experienced something tell you how it's not gonna work for you. And even if they experience it, that's you and this is me. But I'll take some of your accolades and some of your experiences and with my journey, but don't dictate it to be for me. Be free-spirited. I like this generation because this generation is pretty much the most entrepreneurs in the whole world. They have more entrepreneur spirit than we had, and more entrepreneurs in generations that came. And not because they was better than the generations that came. It was just because every generation had to build build a platform up for this generation to be successful for what they're doing now. Because if it wasn't for the generations before this generation, they wouldn't have social media, they wouldn't have computers, they wouldn't have phones. So we, as Generation X or Z or whatever, we had to actually set a tone. We just didn't. We wasn't able to benefit at the highest level that they are benefiting it right now. And they took it and run with it and took it to another level. So every generation should make it better for the following generation. You see what I'm saying? That's how we call a win-win situation.